This is the first time inspection. They had the road blocked off. So I like to start on the outside, work my way inside. All right, we make sure these penetration points is flashed and sealed properly. All right. What's going on, brothers? Everything's cool. Windows flash. They cutting doors out here. Let me see. Yeah. Everything looks to be flashed and sealed properly. They already put drywall here, so I won't be able to verify that, but that's all right. I put in my report. Okay, let's go to the right side really quick. Not too many penetration points here. This is blue foam board. This is a good barrier for your house. It's got an R value to it, so, and it's got house wrap on it as well, so it's nice. Then when I finish in this neighborhood, I like to just come down here to the lake and just reflect on my day. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta get back home to my family. I ain't got time for that. Let's go. Okay, I'm cross-trained here, so this is an issue. I'm gonna have to make a note of it. You see this? This is called honeycomb. You never want to see that in a foundation. This can cause issues later. I didn't do this foundation inspection, thank God. I'm just here to do the installation, but this is how it should look. This is a proper slab, but that honeycomb, nah, that's bad business. So in my report, there's certain pictures that I'm required to take for the builder. So what I do when I do my inspection, so I start with the outside, work my way inside, but then I like to take all my pictures. I'm gonna get that out the way, and that way I can just focus on what needs to be changed, what is okay, and is everything up to par. So you see this R value on this installation is R13. That's pretty much the energy standard. You look up here, this is a floor system. So this is an unconditioned space. It's a garage. It's unconditioned. That means there's no air condition, no cold air is here. But if you look above, you see these bats, and they're rated R22, which is the energy standard for a floor system. So that means that above this unconditioned space is conditioned space. So there's most likely a bedroom, game room, media room, something to where there's air conditioning being used above this area, which requires that there's bats, R22. So that's good. You see they got the little black things going around there to keep them tied up. So once they put drywall up, these bats don't fall. They stay on top of that floor above, okay? A little quick info. So you gotta come check the solar heat gain sticker, the U factor, that all plays a portion into the installation of your home and keeping it cool, keeping the energy bill low. All right, so I don't like going up and down, so I pretty much got the majority of the photos I'm gonna take, as long as there's no as long as there's no issues. So now I'm just gonna be doing the inspection room by room before I go upstairs. So you guys wanna make sure you got perimeter floor drafts, which is that like blue foam spray down there. It's required on all the perimeter floors of the home. And then up here, you see they got top plate sealant. So you got top plate blockage, which is those two 2x4s, which is basically at the top of the wall. And then you got the foam spray to seal it. That drywall's gonna go right there on top of that foam spray, and make sure that that is a good air barrier. Windows, you see they got that little bluish green insulation in there for blockage. So this is all good. And then up here, you got insulation dams. So up there, the radiant barrier, that little silver thing lining on the roof, that's a radiant barrier that's required. And then you got the insulation dam. So what's gonna happen is, once this house gets drywall, they're gonna have a truck, a big old truck, and they're gonna blow blown insulation into the attic. And once they do that, you don't want it to fall all over the conditioned spacing. So that's why they have those insulation dams, which is those white boards with the red writing. It's a T-ply, thermoply, to block that blown insulation from falling into conditioned space. And then up there, that's an attic hot wall, most likely. I can't really tell. But yeah, that's another T-ply up there for blockage. But yeah, this is looking good so far. Also, you gotta check your ducts. You see those air conditioned ducts above? Wanna make sure that those are properly masked. That black mastic there, wanna make sure it's got that. And then if there's any cables that's going above conditioned space to unconditioned space, you wanna make sure it's got that foam spray to seal the hole as well. So right here's a perfect example. There you go. And then, even though this isn't a chase, this is how you will block a chase. You'll put a block up, which is that wood board, OBS board, and then you're gonna foam spray the corners, letting no conditioned space, which is where there's air conditioning running, to unconditioned space, no air conditioning being ran. Let's roll. We're looking good so far. This is overwhelming at first, but once you do it so often, then you start getting the hang of it. I did some frame training. I don't really do inspections on frames, so I'm not like certified in it, but if I had to do it, I could do it. I just struggle with a little bit of the verbiage. But yeah, so far this is cool. Now, as you see, they don't have top plate ceiling here or here, which is okay because we're downstairs. So if it's not downstairs, it'll need to be upstairs, and vice versa. If you got it upstairs, you don't need it downstairs. But if you got it, you get what I'm saying. This is ladder blocking too, by the way. So they put a little 2x4 between your studs. All right, we're looking good, we're looking good. Let's go upstairs. I'm supposed to be counting these rooms as well. It's a little confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll realize wherever there's a closet, it's a bedroom. So that's how you can identify it at this stage of the house being built. All right, we're looking good so far, man. So yeah, I do need to take a picture of that because that is a slope ceiling, and it's also got the R22 bats. This is a fireplace. This is a fireplace flue. So you see how it's properly sealed? That's perfect. You see that top block and then the foam spray. That would be properly sealed. This is looking really good. They did an excellent job on this home. Wherever there's a tub on a perimeter wall means it's the perimeter of the house. Basically, the other side is outside. You gotta have sheathing. This sheathing is T-ply, thermoply, so that's good too. It's Energy Star required. I know I don't have no sponsors on this channel. If anybody would like to sponsor, I need paint all the time. Ooh, I'm about to fall. But I need paint all the time. So spray paint is crucial. You got green. I need green for insulations. I need red for windstorms. And then I need white for my foundations when I'm doing the pre-placements. All right, so this is what you call a scuttle. So it's an access. It's not like the traditional, you climb up the ladder, you go into the attic. This is a scuttle. So this brings you into attic spacing. So you see they got the HVAC coming up in here. This is gonna be unconditioned spaced. So this would be considered an attic wall. So it needs to have sheathing and it needs to have bats on the other side. See the bats on the other side? R13, R13, R13. So this is good to go. All right, so this is the mechanical platform. So this is the traditional attic that most people are familiar with. So this will be the mechanical platform. You have your HVAC unit sitting on top of this, and then obviously you better walk to access it. So yeah, so let me see. I see a chase. I'll show y'all that really quick, and then we're pretty much done with this house. So a chase is gonna be, you see this here? It's a space in the home, usually where some type of duct is gonna run, and you can't physically access it. So it's got to be completely sealed off or blocked off. So the blocking, like we said before, is that OSB board, and then the seal is that foam spray, and that's what keeps it as a proper barrier. So you got the block to block the air, to block the spacing, and then you got your air barrier, which is the foam spray. And this is a kind of strange thing to see. It's got to be a top and bottom. You got two chases next to each other. That's really rare, but they did it correctly. So I'm no engineer, so I could care less about that. But you see here, we got the tub. You got your sheathing behind the tub, so that's good. See another tub. You got your sheathing behind the tub. So this house is excellent. I don't have any issues. Man, when you can walk through a home and you don't spray no spray, that's very rare. I thought I was gonna have to go buy some spray today. I got about 6 of these installations, but I might be able to make it. This is something that does have to be addressed. Just make it real quick. So in this chase, you see this one thick duct divides into two. Well, where these two ducts touch, there's gotta be a bat. It's gotta be bat. It's gotta have some type of barrier between the two. Because what this would do, this would cause moisture and condensation, which can eventually cause mold. So I'm gonna spray paint this. Don't worry about it. This is the material really difficult to spray paint on. I added in my notes too. Remember I told you that room was missing the top plate ceiling? You see they have it here above on the upstairs floor. It's really required to be on the upstairs floor anyway because it's a 2-story home, but they could get by for energy code. They can make it because that's like the base. It's like hers rather. So it's the base Energy Star requirement. So this is good. That mechanical platform, I didn't show you the bat on there, the R value, but that bat R value is R30. And the higher the number is, the higher, or excuse me, the thicker the insulation on it. So the higher the spacing will be, you obviously will want thicker insulation for it. But yeah, this house is really good. They did an excellent job, man. This was a good example for you guys. You know, make sure y'all comment, subscribe, like the video, request what other type of inspections you would like to see me do. And then I could, upload, post the videos. It is a little difficult because, like I said, I'm not wearing the GoPro. We do got a GoPro though, but I'm not wearing it. So here's the HVAC system, which is surprising. It's just one here, but here's your HVAC. You got your coil, you got your furnace. You guys might see me do an inspection on that later today. Check the static pressure. That's what we usually do. And then we'll check the fresh air as well. But yeah, we're done here. You guys be blessed. Shalom. Stop what you're doing and please check out our Poshmark closet for fashionable clothes, shoes, and select houseware items. Link is in the bio. Also, check out our NFTs for sale on OpenSea. Thank you very much for all your support.